All right, Paul, ready? Coming in 3, 2, and 1. Local defense attorney Paul Cambria joins us now to discuss this. Paul, let me ask you, the Supreme Court says that the coach praying on the field after games was protected by the Constitution. Did you see this coming?
Well, I did see it coming. I think in the last few days, the decisions we've seen on Roe, the decision we see on the guns and so on, the new conservative majority has taken over. That's exactly what we have here. The 6 conservatives are the individuals who voted this decision. And so I'm not surprised by it, no.
My question is, are you surprised by the decision? Do you think it's the proper decision?
Well, it's an interesting decision in this respect. Remember, the First Amendment does 3 things when it comes to religion. First of all, it says the government, so to speak, cannot establish a religion, like an official religion, or sanction any kind of religion. But secondly, it says that individuals have the right to freely exercise their religion. And then the First Amendment also includes the free speech component. So here there's kind of a collision between establishment and free speech, because the opponents of this coach said, well, you represent the state in the sense that you're a public school and you are praying on the field. So you are establishing a religion, and that's prevented by the First Amendment. On the other hand, he says, no, I'm just exercising my religion privately, and I'm exercising free speech. And the Supreme Court agreed with him and said he privately went on the field, he quietly knelt down and said his prayer, he didn't coax anybody to come with him to do praying along with him. Apparently some students had asked, and he said it's a free country, you can do what you like.
Paul?
And so the Supreme Court said there is no establishment here. It's a private thing.
So let me ask you, do you think this is the right decision?
It's hard, because I'm in favor of somebody being able to express their religion. On the other hand, the government shouldn't establish a religion. Do I think that there's a problem in the sense that some of the students might say, oh, well, to play better on the team or to get a good grade, I should go out there and pray with him? That's a problem. That's establishment. So I've had mixed feelings about this decision.
So does this open the door, I guess you could say, to much more coercive prayer in public schools?
I think that that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to see more and more cases where there's prayer at the schools, and then the Supreme Court's going to have to get into, well, are people being coerced? Are they being coerced subliminally? That sort of thing. And if so, that's establishment. And that's prohibited by the First Amendment.
So you talk about establishment and the students. So how do you balance the religious free speech rights of the teachers and coaches with the rights of students not to feel pressured into participating?
The way that the Supreme Court did it here was they said he didn't ask anyone, he didn't encourage anyone, he did it privately, did it quietly, did it by himself. It was off the coaching duty time, and they said that was acceptable. Somebody else is a critic's going to say they're still coerced.
Right. Finally, Judge Sotomayor says that the decision, quote, sets us down a perilous path in forcing states to entangle themselves with religion. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think that when you get into saying this is okay and it's religious, and you have a person in a position of authority and superiority, that some people are going to be compelled to follow that, and that's the danger.
Local defense attorney Paul Cambria. Paul, always great to have you on tonight. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.